Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Sacred Rose Tarot 1111. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. This helps grow the channel. Also, please remember that not all messages are going to resonate, so take what resonates and leave anything that doesn't for somebody else. Today, we have the third angel in this series. We have 4 piles here, 4 different angels with messages. And today this message is Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel comes to us from the Archangel Fire Oracle card deck by Alexandra Wenman. It's card number 6. 6 is the number of harmony. Uriel is the Archangel of Light. Let's see. I see what looks like fireflies maybe on this card, and he's holding some fire in his hand, in the palm of his hand. It's very beautiful. Lots of reds. Lots of fiery colors, oranges. Let's see, pull up number 6 here and see what it says. All right. Uriel's name means fire of God or flame of God, as the vibrant firefly and plumes coming from his palms in the image of him as a gentle Balinese man on the card suggest. Uriel is the keeper of the flame of divine love. He teaches us the path of salvation, helps purify our hearts, and release lower energies such as guilt and anger, which may cloud our judgment. Call upon Uriel to help resolve arguments and bring forgiveness and healing into tense situations. He can help you start afresh and let go of hurts and grudges. Also known as the Angel of the Earth, Uriel watches over our planet and the elements. He is the supreme counselor and one of the wisest of the archangels. So you can ask him to assist whenever you have an interview or exam, or if you need the answer to a difficult question. He'll sharpen your senses so the answers you're seeking pop into your head. His message says, let go of anger and unforgiveness and let my flame of love illuminate your heart. I can help free you from emotional pain. If you do not know the right words to say, call upon me and I will speak through your heart. What a beautiful message. Wow. That really is something. And interestingly enough, with Michael's pile, when we read his card pile, it talked about healing the earth and the planet. And Uriel is also a protector of the planet. And so we have a lot of what I feel is like a global type of energy coming through with this deck. So, and I'm getting some tenseness right in my shoulder. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm stretching that out. So there may be a lot of stuck cosmic kind of global energy that's getting stuck and bound that needs to be released. May need some, I'm feeling a cleansing. We need to do some cleansing. We need to release emotions. There may be stuck emotions. Perhaps you have some Palo Santo or some white sage or just regular sage. Even lavender with sage is really great. I'm going to go ahead and light some Palo Santo because that was a very heavy, dense. Very dense energy. It's kind of unexpected. So I feel like there's a very big, like, heavy burden on the earth right now. And this card came out. It's number 7. 7 to me is divine number. That means it's coming from heaven, a message from heaven. Unplugged from mass consciousness. Interesting. Let's read that. Let's see what that's about. Let's see. Card number 7. Okay. Already my shoulders feel lighter. So yeah, there was definitely some heavy cosmic global energy happening that I'm sure maybe if you're intuitive or you're empathic, you feel it too. So yeah, do some extra cleansing, extra smoke clearing, or even a salt bath to help release that stuck, stagnant energy, especially if you associate as a light worker or you identify as a light worker. Because this card's coming to us from the Lightworker Oracle guidebook by Alana Fairchild. So it says here, there is a belief system based on fear. doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. Ooh, no wonder that's very heavy, dense energy. All fear-based, all meant to keep you low vibrational and to oppress and crush down and push down and weigh down. Oh, okay. Good thing we don't live in that realm of energy, but I can feel it. I'm glad we cleansed it and purified it. This tells me this is a big problem right now, all around us. And the people that aren't quite awakened to that and maybe don't even realize they're empathic are getting, they probably feel like they've been in a car wreck, to be quite honest. I mean, that was a very heavy, sudden feeling. And maybe they feel like they've been in a fight or a car wreck or a battle, beat up. I mean, but it's very heavy and dense. Wow. Wow. And that it's all around us right now. Man. Okay, we got to transmute this stuff. Let's find out what else it says. Whew. Breathe it out. Release it to the universe. You're being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. I'm going to say it again. You're being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. Wow. It's time to break wide open. It's time to elevate. See that stairs? It's time to elevate. It's time to raise the level of consciousness. Let's see what else it says here. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond what society or your peers may consider normal. You are supposed to be questioning things right now. You're in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded, new beliefs you are cultivating, no matter how others may resist or criticize your choices. Perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. Continue to elevate. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you you are doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. Whew. Okay. Awesome. I instantly felt release when I said that. Instantly. Much lighter. I feel 10 pounds lighter in my shoulders alone. That's massive, you guys. Wow. Okay. And it says, it will free you and empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you are breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. You will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference, and those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself one layer, one thought, one word, one deed at a time from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, more comparisons, more suffering. We don't need all that. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. Free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. And I said this in our last series, which just finished up day before yesterday, I believe, that thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. What we think about, we bring about. Where attention goes, energy flows. And our energy is a form of currency. So whatever we think about, whether we like it or not, whether we want it in our life or not, whatever we focus our attention and that energy flows into, it's a form of currency. The universe, you're telling the universe that's what you want more of, whether you realize it or not. So that's why it's so important to focus on the things that are high vibrational, things that are beautiful, things that are about love, things that are high frequency, things that make you happy, things that are liberating, freeing. And also, that's why it says in the Bible, as a man thinketh, so is he. Because whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're spending your energy on and you're infusing attention and energy into, that's what you're bringing about. And the kingdom of heaven is within you. So you decide in your mind, do you want high vibrational heaven, kingdom? Do you want a beautiful kingdom of heaven life, living in that higher dimension, higher frequency, the things that are beautiful and lovely? Or do you want low vibrational, fear-based, being crushed and oppressed? I don't want that. I hope you guys can say no, that you don't want that either. I don't think anybody does, quite honestly. But if we don't release our fears, if we don't focus on the things that are high up, if we don't set our intentions and guard our mind and reject negative thoughts and replace them with good thoughts and take each thought captive, then that's what's going to happen. It takes work, you guys. We can't just zone out all day long. We have to focus on every single thought. We have to run it through our little mental filter, aka brain. I try to stay tuned in as much as I can personally. It's been a journey that I've undertaken over this last year, where every thought that goes through my head, I want to catch it and I want to say, wait, is that part of my reality? Okay, it's good. I'll let it go. I'm like a filter. But if it's not, put the brakes on. Take that right out. That's not part of my reality. And then replace it with something positive that is part of my reality. But it requires me to be present. I have to think. What am I thinking? What's in my head? I have to guard my thoughts, guard my mind, guard my heart. So yeah, it takes work, but it's worth it, 100%. And you know what? I also take this unplug from mass consciousness. Just don't even watch the news. I stopped watching the news. I mean, it's so negative and ugly, everything that's happening right now. And it's all propaganda, quite frankly. All they're doing is repeating the same crap on every channel. It's not even worth watching, to be honest. So I don't know if anybody might get offended by that, but take it or leave it. It's your option. All right, let's go to the next one. The initiation. This says the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So we have this like dark, kind of stormy, so there's like snakes over here. It could be kind of perilous, kind of like a little bit scary. And then through there, we got this beautiful something else, like a whole new world, a whole new realm to go into. Let's find out what that's about. This card comes to us from the Work Your Light Oracle card deck by Rebecca Campbell. It says the initiation. Let's find out what page that is. The initiation. 68. 68. 68. Here we go. All right. Let's make sure you can see that. Okay. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you're headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of society, of security, of depth, of meaning. That is exactly what we're talking about right here, isn't it? Letting go of all that heavy, low vibrational crap, elevating, raising our vibration. Yeah, all right. I'm down for it. Let's see what it says here. I'm here for this. Whew. Initiations. Let me make sure you can see the card. There we go. require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiation, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. You're going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. Ooh, that's heavy and awesome. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It instantly made me want to pick up this amethyst. So this tells me amethyst is a very, it's got the love vibration. It's also purple, which is crown chakra. So your crown is upgrading. You're upgrading your crown right now. That's so beautiful. And I love that this blue crystal is right here also. It's like reminding you that you're doing your job, you're doing really well. Well done. I'm hearing well done. Well done, good and faithful servant. You are traversing that which scares you. You, even if you have to close your eyes and just keep walking one foot in front of the other, you're doing it. That's amazing. Good job. And and I also feel very, very much so that you're doing it alone. Like nobody's helping you. I mean, physically, like your friends and neighbors, family, whatever. Like you're just doing it. You're doing the damn thing is what I heard. And it's like, if I have to leave everybody behind me, it's like you threw down your suitcase, you threw down your purse, you threw down your backpack, and you said, I don't need any of that. That's where I'm going. And I'm going to get there come hell or high water, and nothing's going to stop me. Not even fear, not even a lightning bolt coming out of the sky, not even venomous snakes over here. Yeah. Okay. So something has motivated you to do that which scares you, to go beyond. Let's see if we can get a little bit more about that. Whew. Well, tell me more about this. Where are we going? Oh, too many. Okay, let's see what we got. Queen of Cups came out. So we're going to emotional fulfillment, emotional balancing. I'm hearing rebalancing of our emotional space, not being overwhelmed. Something was emotionally overwhelming in the past. Let's see what else we got. There was fighting in the past that we've left behind. There was some what appeared to be seven of cups can be two different things really for me. Is it can be all of your hopes and dreams and you're reaching for them and you're going for it, but also it can mean that there were some of these cups weren't all that great. There's a snake coming out of that one. There's some kind of weird monster looking thing coming out of that one. And there's all this kind of thick, dense fog and smoke. So maybe you were guided to chase your dreams and you thought that was what you wanted, but something happened and it was all for naught. It was kind of like trying to walk through dense fog and getting lost along the way. And the cups actually weren't what they seemed. This has a skull right there. That's like drinking poison. And something happened and either you had to boss up and get really firm in what you wanted and level up to become the emperor in your life, somebody who's always ready for battle, but always knows peace is the best choice and best solution. But after coming from all this fighting and all of this Seven of Cups and being sold a crappy bill of goods and not even getting the what you bargained for, you're already, you got your armor on. You can't set it down. You're already ready for war. But you had to boss up because you still had to take care of business. And you're still focused on your dreams. And by putting all of that past away behind you, the heavy burdens, the low vibrational guilt, the unplugging from the mass consciousness, you decided to set all that aside. Like you're like, no, we're not doing that. We're going this way because I know there's something better on the other side. I'm leaning in God's promises. The universe has good things for me. And you may have received some sort of communication from the divine, your guides. You may have received some, I'm hearing dreams. You may have even heard the voice of God. You may have seen God visit you in visions or meditation, but you received divine communication that told you, go that way. You need to set all this aside. You're meant for more. You're meant for more. And you're going toward your legacy, your 10 of Pentacles, which this is one of the best cards in the entire deck, is being able to take care of yourself. There's a kid here, there's an old man, there's dogs, there's people, there's a whole like village. That's legacy wealth, generational wealth. That's saying, put all of this aside, raise your vibration, go this way, because I've created you for more. I've created you for something better. And you have to trust and have faith and raise your elevation and let go of the fear, let go of the dogma, let go of the whatever, and come this way. And you're doing that. And that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I love that energy. Is there anything else that you would like us to know? Yep, the journey is ahead. You know what to do. You just have to take action and take the first step. There it is, right there. Is there anything else you want us to know? Oh. You're leaving the Five of Pentacles energy behind. No more lack. You're leaving lack behind. You're not going to feel left out in the cold anymore. You're not going to feel like you don't have enough. You're not worried about that anymore. You're just forging straight ahead, focused. Trailblazer. I'm hearing trailblazer. Blazing a trail. Is there anything else we should know? Oh. Yep. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you. All these cups are empty cups. You walked away from what is emotionally unfulfilling. You said, I'm not doing that anymore, and you're blazing a new path. Here you are, charting a new path, a new course. And you're going to emotional fulfillment, emotional recalibration, emotional regulation, I'm hearing. And also it's, we have the Queen and King of Cups. So if this is like, you also want to be paired up, if you're not already paired up, you may have a divine partnership coming in. Alternatively, it could mean, if you are already paired up, you're equalizing your feminine and masculine energy within you so that you are completely balanced. If you are not paired up and you want to be paired up, you could be attracting a soulmate, somebody that's elevated like you, somebody who's done the work. So very good. That is beautiful energy. I hope this resonated. I hope it brought you some clarity, some insight, and some guidance. Please feel free to share your story in the comments as we grow our collective. And thank you for watching. Love and light. Take care.